How many have been around a person that just grabs your goat at that moment? How many ever been on a plane and the flight attendant did not like their job? Oh, how many have checked into the Westgate? I hope you didn't bring your goat. How many of you checked in when it was busy? Yeah, it's like one of those moments you're like, and yet we've all had those moments. But I want to give you 3 simple things. I want to take you to the pastor, if you will, because I want you to figure out how you need to herd your goats. That is, how do you handle the people and situations that get your goat? So I want you to figure out how to herd your goats. But then I want to help you feed your goats. See, if you're going to have good goats that behave well, you got to feed them the right thing. The late Zig Ziglar, loved Zig, read everything Zig ever wrote. Garbage in, garbage out. You got to feed them the right thing, but then you got to train them. Why do you have to train them? Because if you don't train your goats, they're jumping fence. They're going to figure out how to open the locks. They're out. So where do you start? Well, you start with those people. You start with those situations. I want you to think about it. Get a vision right now, that person you work with. Right? That person that really gets you. Why do they get you? You ever have a person? How many of you can answer this question? Ever have a person work around you, or maybe it's you, a little too jealous, a little too insecure, a little too controlling? Anybody controlling in here? Anybody work around somebody controlling? How about drama? Who's into drama? Well, again, let me ask, who's on Facebook? You see, so many things are getting us to what? Lose sight of what's important, but they're getting our goats too. This morning I woke up, and one thing I like about being in Las Vegas, I have not seen the news or read the news while I'm here. You're like, well, yeah, neither have I. Yeah, but there's one big difference. I haven't done it for the past 12 years. See, one of the things I realize is that sensationalism sells. And one of the things that I tell you is the first thing you need to herd in, you need to realize that some of you cannot take that type of an environment or the people around you. My mom used to say this: surround yourself with a character of people that resembles who you want to be. Surround yourself with a character of people. So what am I saying? Herd your goats. Herd them. Avoid certain situations. What am I trying to say by that? How many ever been? And again, a lot of great box stores out there. I don't want to put one over the other. All I simply say is, we'll use one for example. How many ever been to a Walmart after midnight? I'm going to tell you something. There's some goat hunters in Walmart after midnight. And you see, sometimes circumstantially, you don't even know it's there. I walked into a Walmart outside of Akron, Ohio. It was 1:30 in the morning. I wanted to buy deodorant. First thing I see, I'm not in that Walmart two minutes in. I see a man wearing Batman pajamas. And my first thought is, surely they make bigger sizes. And this man should not have been wearing flannel. That's all I'm saying. Then I go 4 aisles over, there's a woman wearing a duster and slippers. If you don't know what a duster is, you're too young. If you're still wearing them, rethink it. But I get to the register. 24 opportunities. How many lights are on? There's a long line. I look at my deodorant and my brain says, do I need that deodorant at this moment? Am I going to get into that line at this moment? And I actually said to myself, I am. I get into the line, and as I get into the line gets longer behind me, but there's a man in front of me that is losing it. He is losing his mind. He looks at me, and by the way, when you're negative, you will recruit other people. Why? You don't want to be negative alone. No, you want to bring everybody in the line into the conversation. Man, unbelievable. Yeah, every time I come in here, why do they even have 24 checkouts? They just ought to have 5. He gets up to the counter, slams his stuff down, and I'm telling you, I'm not exaggerating when I say he slams it down. It bounces off the conveyor. And the associate at Walmart, I tell you, she was a training film. She watched stuff slam down. He looked at her and said, this is ridiculous. She went like this. And then she began to walk around the bags. Now, she's walking around the bags. You got a vision of this? She's supposed to be over here. Line is over here. Bags are here. She's walking around the bags, and I'm like, this is not good. I said to the woman behind me, let's give him a couple feet. I wish I had this on video. I'd tell the AV team, run the video. What happens next? I couldn't believe it. I'm standing there like, and a woman behind me is hunched down behind me going, what's he doing? And then the associate, you want to talk about handling your goat. A goat hunter? Didn't intimidate her. Her goat's at home sleeping. Because she went to this guy and got right in front of him and said, somebody needs a hug. This guy, boom, he's gone. I'm next. I got no idea what to do, so I went.